All right, so we're going to be doing a cast of an epic game that Hosty did just a couple days ago with the Master Gus the Bus.
Yeah.
So you're Mongols, Hosty, and Gus is English. Is this that strat with that battering ram play?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is. So considering the game went 20 minutes long, I don't think it was successful.
Yeah.
um, Now I will say that you said like an epic game. I have no idea what's happening in this game, so just went through my replays and chose it.
Yeah.
So we're like, yeah, let's do it. Why not? See how this goes.
So there's this strat that you were telling me recently on how you can quickly build up battering rams as a way to kind of push your
Yes.
opponent early on. How exactly does
Yeah.
that work?
So basically, all you do is just rush Age 2 as fast as possible. I'm so used to Halo Wars.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of your teammates just goes mass battering rams. But now battering rams are built from infantry units, so like archers or spearmen, or whatever else you want to build, like man-at-arms or crossbowmen. But you need to get an upgrade in the blacksmith that's called siege engineering to build it. And then battering rams are like 300 wood to build once you get that. So it's kind of crazy whenever you walk up with like 3 or 4 battering rams at 10 minutes and they have no defenses because it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, and they're probably at that point just building walls. So, but for me to help out Gus, at least in this situation, is what I do is I go mass cavalry to force them into spearmen because he's going archers, and the archers will counter the spearmen. And if he runs up to him with cavalry, he can just get inside the battering ram and I can kill his cavalry. So it's kind of nice what we got going on. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's a really good play, and I'm surprised like how effective it is so early on. We only tried it once and we got stopped because we're going up against French and they built knights.
Yeah, you can't do it against French. The person who's going cav, at least in my case, I'm Mongols. I was supposed to I was supposed to build some spearmen, but I didn't. So
Yeah.
yeah, we
all right.
kind of got rushed there. Is that video actually getting uploaded, or is that
No, I don't think so. No, don't want to embarrass myself.
That's fair enough. But yeah, I don't know which person you're watching here, but
I'm watching Gus because he's the one that's really
Okay.
going to take lead on this strat. I'm taking it.
yes. So he takes lead on the strat. I just come in for support, but I come in with a lot of support. So I use the unique ability from the Mongols to double pump units for the cost of stone.
Yeah.
And I just pump out like 30, 40 horsemen basically and support him while he just spams archers out of that council hall. So it then goes in. So I don't know if you see it, but we're starting to group up. One thing we normally do is like we group up somewhere on the map.
Yeah.
We've even got to the point where he builds his barracks over there sometimes. I don't think we do it in this game, but it gives us a little like vantage point on the map. So you'll get to see a failed version of this rush at least in this game.
Yeah, what I like though, I don't know. I kind of like the combination of the longbowman and the cav, and then you kind of
Yeah.
pack the punch with the. Oh, you killed a wolf. I'm so glad Gus did that. And then you pack the punch with the battering rams as well. Looks like you kind of got discovered there.
Yeah, so we did get discovered by the Roos taking all of our deer here.
Yeah.
Scout in the background, casual.
So yeah, scout about.
He's scouting about, just like those scouts on the map.
So, is it when you play against Roos? I guess it's a good strat to just start killing indiscriminately your own deer, so he doesn't get the gold.
Yes. So when you're going against a Roos, you need to make sure you know where all of your deer are at the very minimum.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna steal all of them. Because you can see in this game, at least if you go back to my main, I'm stealing all my deer right now, just because I don't want him to come over later and kill them all. So
Yeah.
I'm like, it's worth it to me. So, but
I'm taking a look right now. The Rushi dude, who's yellow, playing as
Yeah.
English. he's pumping a lot of longbowmen as well. So I guess that's where
Mhm.
your cav kind of comes into play.
Yeah, so my cav is supposed to hit that. We had a huge misplay when we attacked here, so it's kind of bad.
See, this is
Pretty
where
bad,
I get a
dude.
little cringe. Like it's 10 minutes in, and the Roost guy's Tech 3, and he already has a siege workshop.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. So you'll see what happens here, but I'm starting to remember this game.
Oh
It's
dear.
pretty bad. You'll see.
Now
I'll talk about it when it happens, but
I've never
I
played a game as Roost. Do Roost, can they not build farms? Or can they? Because I haven't seen this dude
I
build any
don't know.
farms
Do
yet.
you see how many? Oh my gosh! Look at his TC.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
mean, there's all
those
these
dead
deer
bodies!
carcasses.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, he just all of them are right there, just kind of chilling out.
So I see you
having a good day.
grouping up.
Yep, we're about to attack here. He has his battering ram.
And he's got 22 longbowmen.
Yep.
All right, here we go. So he's sending them first.
Yes. So you send them first because they'll get attacked first by auto attackers.
Yeah.
And against we're going against English, so he's gonna have longbowmen, and they do nothing against battering rams.
That's great. And so you're
So-
kind of hanging back on purpose with your...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here goes your cav.
Yep, we're going in, boy. So yeah, he immediately, that's my first misplay. He gets my con. Then I go in for his archers and his village. Look at this. I just lose everything. I'm so dumb. But
Well, you got 2 mangonels, which is pretty good. Looks like Gus is going to get the council hall.
So he gets that council hall, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know how they recovered from this, to be quite honest with you.
Now,
But they did.
Yeah, because if you get his TC, he's out of the game based on landmark win. And,
Uh-huh.
oh, wow, look at that. Gus is smart. He's building 2 more battering rams, right there.
In the back, yeah.
I guess because he's got 20 villagers, in the TC.
All right, here's that mangonel. So he gets out with all of his archers still alive.
Oh, yeah, look at that. So you did destroy
There's
the
that guy.
landmark.
Yep. So this guy gets eliminated, and then we have to play for another 13 minutes.
Wow. I wonder if he's... I would be furious.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this Roost guy, and he's still pumping mangonels. I mean, I say this all the time. I just don't like... Maybe because I'm still... Maybe not as adept at the game as, other players are.
Yeah.
But I just do not like it when people spam Siege.
No, Siege is a huge problem right now in this game. So
I don't know. I just feel like either... And it's probably due to my inexperience. Sometimes I think people just rush to Tech 4 and make bombards and then push in that's it.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Which is what happened the other day.
It is the great villager pull.
Oh my gosh. So that's how the game...
That's the misplay.
Yeah, I see that.
So that's something. Villagers just shred. Yeah, and then all of his workers go back to repairing his TC.
I mean,
yeah,
to
so
be
we lose
fair,
everything.
you got 2 of his, what is that, 2 of his 4 landmarks there?
Yeah, so they already lost somebody, but we're kind of stuck now.
I guess
because,
it's 2 of his 3 landmarks. He's not
Yeah.
H4.
Oh my gosh, look at Gus's income.
Let me have a look. Income per minute. Wow.
So, yeah, shredding. I'm
He's
shredding in food at least.
Flying
but-
in wood.
Yeah. Nah. I was like, yo, let's choose this game because it's gonna be a 28-minute game. Well, that didn't work out.
And I guess green at that point is trying to go for
Yeah, he's going for a sacred site victory.
yeah.
He actually gets the timer.
Does
So
he really?
yeah. Yeah, and then
Yeah, your siege is kind of toast,
yep.
and you're still
Well,
kind of...
see what I mean here is that the battering rams take minimal, if negligible, damage here. Look at that.
Yeah.
Against horse archers, or any sort of archers for that matter.
And you're pushing them back as well.
Yep. Oh no, man. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice he had 3 relics. But yeah, we get rid of the sacred sites here. So he had us on a sacred site timer, just being by himself.
Yeah,
So
that's impressive. I mean, that's.
yeah.
I know I'm flying back to you. You
Did I
got
just send him a message?
your
I
mass.
think we did.
Oh,
But
what'd you say?
I think we were trash talking him.
Oh, perfect.
Amazing.
Look at all the sheep you're bonking as well. Your food income permitted
Oh,
is
yeah.
insane.
I currently have 4 sheep alive in that pile. All the rest are just dead on the ground.
You got 29 villagers going.
If we ever go back and watch that FFA game, I think at one point like almost 80 people on food,
Wow.
and just 80 people bonking sheep that spawn every
Oh
like
my
10
God.
seconds. It's crazy. But yeah, he gets 31 horse archers, which is a lot of money. I don't know
much-
why he stood still.
How much are horse archers?
'Cause
For I never play as Roos, so I don't know.
Yeah, for Roos they're 80-40. So he's paying 80 food and 40 wood. For me, they're gold.
Yeah.
I pay 120 food and
my.
40 gold.
Oh my gosh,
So-
I'm looking at all of these buildings Gus is making. That is 5 archery ranges.
Oh yeah.
So he's just going to spam longbowmen, I guess, for the rest of the game.
Yep. We're just kind of waiting. So the main thing, at least when you're playing 2s, is if you eliminate one person, like you just slam dunk on someone. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Um,
And this
in-
poor
at
guy
this
is
point.
just kind of hanging on, it looks like.
Yeah.
And he's trying to
So-
build siege.
Here's the thing: is that you're looking at this game now. You're like, oh, it's just one guy left. He doesn't pose a big threat. He has 4 mangonels in the back. Like
Yeah.
3 or 4 volleys would kill half my army right there.
Yeah. And
Which I think it actually kills quite a bit, but I'm trying to remember. Oh my god!
I see him trying to build a wall. Yeah, there they go.
Yeah, I'm down to 64. He runs instead of. There he goes. He body blocks. Yep, and now I'm down to 39. That was 1 volley, and I went down to 39. So, yeah, 27, 25. Like,
There's so many dead horse bodies right there. So now you're going to come in pretty much the same play. It's just you have a stronger force this time.
yep.
And
He'll
his
do the same
villagers-
thing. Villagers come in.
You try to
I
body
surround
block
the
him.
villagers. Yep.
That's smart.
But he's repairing at the same time too. Like, look at
Yeah.
this guy. He loses almost all of his villagers, though. That's what kills him. Because when you go back and look at his income per minute, he has 0 gold, like 0 food right now.
Yeah.
And
He-
so I'm just spamming across
He
the map.
has essentially no wood income either. Oh, that was Gus that built the wall, and he put a wall. That's so smart.
Okay. Pause for a second if you can on 13:30. Nah, 26:35. Okay. 26:37 is where I paused. But
Okay.
so that wall that he has there
Yeah.
is like an actual strat. So all you do is you place 2 walls, and then you place a tower on top.
Yeah.
And their units can't get on, but yours can, and yours are safe.
Right.
Whenever
and then,
they're
and then you get the buff as well from the tower.
yeah, so you get the tower, the wall defense buff, and you get the network of castles. So standing on this wall reduces damage taken from range and siege units by 66%.
Is that just on walls, or is that because of the
Well,
network of castles?
That's on the walls alone.
Okay.
And it increases your range by 2.
Wow.
And he's getting network of castles, which increases your attack speed by 25%.
And it looks to be like that Stonewall Tower can hit if he gets the range upgrade to that TC.
Yeah.
That's actually disgusting. I should
Yeah,
think of that.
so-
Just like
yeah,
bring a
that's
couple of villagers behind you.
Yep.
It's brilliant.
That right there. We can keep playing if you want to.
Yeah, let's
just
go
let me know.
through.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, no, that little strat right there. Someone did that against us because that was similar to that wall strat. Remember in our first couple of videos we did?
Yeah.
So that's what that is, just simplified.
That's pretty great.
It's so disgusting.
Yeah, and then his
Yeah, and that-
TC's on fire, and it looks like that's it.
Yeah, that's mostly it. But yeah, once Gus was able to get that stone wall thing, and we had a complete hold on his side of the map.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's actually brilliant. I really like that strat. I'm totally
You get
stealing that from now on.
you get 2 buffs sitting there. So
Now, I guess even a poor
um,
man's way of doing that is you could just slap an outpost right by you when you push as well, because you'll get the network of castles buff that way as well.
yeah. So we can go over that if you want eventually, but that's called tower rushing. If you just set an outpost near them.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Hey, GG.
GG's.
But no, that tower rush is actually a thing that people do. So
That's really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. That was a great game.
that was a
So
good one. Insightful.
I guess that's what you call what the OP English battering ram rush? Something along those
You
lines?
could, which is stopped by only villagers.
Yeah. This strat is only stopped by villagers. This is how.
Yeah, and this is how.
All right, I'll see you, James.
Subscribe.